Hello, you're listening to The Hit List, and this is Numi, and I'm joined by Sigala. Hello.
Hello, how's it going?
It's good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. It's actually been just over a year since we last talked. So nice to...
anniversary.
It's our anniversary. Happy anniversary. How's your year been?
Good. Yeah, it's been a good year. Last year was absolutely hectic. This year is looking quite similar, but yeah, it's great. It's so much exciting stuff happening this year with my second album coming out, and then I'm going on tour all over the UK from like most of March basically, and then a summer full of traveling and gigs and studio and all the fun stuff.
So it's going to be pretty full on. Have you already booked a holiday for like October to keep you going?
I booked so many holidays last winter. I went to Disneyland, I went to Dubai for New Year's, and then went to Thailand for a couple of weeks. And I feel like I've had my fill of holidays over Christmas and New Year's.
Just packed them all in.
It's so hard to actually book anything in during the summer because that's when all the gigs and festivals and all that stuff is. So yeah, I try to get my holiday fix early on.
And I imagine you're playing in some pretty good locations anyway over summer, so sometimes it's like a bit of a little mix.
Maybe like I can book an extra like day off somewhere, or do you know what I mean? Try and pretend I'm on holiday.
Just go to the beach, close your eyes. It's fine. Which Disney did you go to?
The proper one, Florida.
The proper one. What was your favourite ride?
I'm a big Star Wars fan, so like they had 3 Star Wars rides, and they're just all amazing.
Yeah, because they're all quite new, right? It's the
new like area, and incredible.
Did you build?
Also, sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, did you build a lightsaber?
No, I didn't, because it was all just like 10-year-old kids standing around, and I probably shouldn't do this. I think I'm a bit past it. And also, I've got a replica lightsaber in my studio anyway, which is, far superior.
Yes. Which one? Which lightsaber?
I don't know. I did a gig and I had to do fancy dress, so I did it as Darth Vader, as like DJing as Darth Vader.
I went to Halloween in 2019 as Darth Vader, so we've got so much in common.
No, it was a Halloween show I did. Yeah, it was great fun.
I'm going to stop talking about Disney now. I just got excited. So first off, Radio with Emanike. What a banger. Yes. I feel like at this point, you're not actually capable of writing a bad song. Like, everything you release is just chef's kiss.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I honestly love this song so much, and love Emanike, and absolutely admire his genius and his writing and his singing and everything. So it's so cool to be doing a song with him, and this feels like the perfect song as well.
Because I saw that you followed his career for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, since I was in university, I'd started hearing about him, and he was part of the UK house scene and culture at that time, and I was just blown away by his songwriting and production and stuff, and I was like, one day I want to work with him.
Well, and now it's happened. He's just got such a beautiful voice. Like, it sounds so pure and so sweet, if that doesn't sound weird, but it just sounds amazing together.
Yeah.
I love the TikToks about Radio Man. The various adventures of Radio Man.
He lives a tough life.
It's a tough life. Can't shower. Stinky life.
Yeah, stinky radio.
Is it you in the, or is it an actor?
No, it's not. No, I mean, maybe I can ask to borrow the suit and just make a couple of appearances at some shows or something. But,
it's like a lot of other DJs do it, right? So you could just be like, I'm going to spice it up for 2023. I'm going to perform with a stereo on my head.
Yeah, genius.
So let's talk about sophomore album. Last time we talked, you told me the name, Every Cloud, but then you literally couldn't tell me anything else because you were still finalising stuff. Right. So now I'm just tell me everything. So it's coming out. How does it feel knowing that it's almost out to the world?
Yeah, it feels great. It's been I feel like every artist says this about their album, but like it's been a long time coming,
Yeah.
and you know, there was a stage where I was just like, you know, it's gone on for too long. We need to get it out. So it's so exciting that it's finally coming out. There's loads of like tunes on there that I love that I've made over the past couple of years. There's tunes on there that people may have heard before. It's a long album as well. It's like 20 tracks. So there's like a bunch of stuff that's already released, packaged with, you know, all this new stuff. And I've worked with so many cool singers and artists and producers, and there's some cool stuff on there. I'm excited.
What was the song you wrote the fastest on the album?
Radio. I think it's just the fastest song I've ever written.
Really?
Well, Emanike did most of the work, let's be honest, but the production took me about 2 years to finish. I only wrote it in 20 minutes. But yeah, I don't know, probably that one in terms of like the actual song. But yeah, some of them, like it's difficult like making an album over that length of time because music evolves and changes, and like a song that you write a year ago, suddenly you're like, oh, it sounds out of date, and you have to recreate it. And then I've done that like several times with some of the songs and got them to a place where now they feel fresh. And but yeah, it's a long old process.
Yeah, because it's been 4.5 years now since Better Days in 2018. So it's is there anything that you thought was going to be on the album for quite a while that now you're like, no, or anything that?
Yeah, there was a couple. There's a couple of songs that I love so much, but they're a little bit different to the rest of the album. So they're like, I've got them in the bank for album 3 now. So I'm already thinking about album 3 and what that's going to sound like.
I'm excited already. What's your favourite song on the album? And has it changed over the past couple of years working on it?
Yeah, it changes based on what day it is, basically. I have a really strong sort of connection to the opening track because I feel like it really sort of sets the mood for the song. It's a song I wrote with Simba, and he sounds incredible on it. And I don't know, like I feel like my opinion of the songs is almost like based on how they were created as well. Like the ones that I had the most fun making, like I have the most fun listening to because I'm sort of reflecting on that process, and the thing is, it will be different for everyone. But yeah, that song was great fun, and it like I've included some little like voice notes of special moments over the last few years in there that no one will really even know what they are, but they're kind of special to me. And yeah, but I could go on for hours about each song. So,
I think you should. I think you should do a podcast where you just deep dive it. I love hearing like the nitty gritty about each song. I like listening to an album fresh and not having anything in my head about it. But then I love like reading the lore, and then you listen back and you're like, oh, I can hear that.
Yeah.
I love the voice note thing. I think that's a really nice idea as well because, like, obviously Fred again, king of voice notes in music. Yeah. So it's definitely becoming like a bit of a trend. But I like that idea that we might not even know what it's about. It's almost like a diary within the music.
Yeah, they're just like little Easter eggs for me, to be honest. Just so there's like little bits of my sort of life or personality in there. That no one will really know or care about, but you know, the album is like 50% I'm making it for myself, and then the other 50% is like, what do people want to hear? And that it's kind of like you have to get a mix of that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and it's you've been working on it a long time. It's reflective of a large period of your life, so you want to be able to look back and kind of remember that. Are there any collabs that you're very excited about people hearing, because you are the collab king?
There are lots of collabs on there. There's a few that I've already mentioned to people, so I can probably say them. Obviously Simba I just mentioned, A7S is on there, Aura, Alira, Mae Muller and Katie Baser and loads of people.
I cannot wait to hear the Katie Baser track. She is amazing.
Yeah, cool.
She's so much fun. I would love to sit in a studio with her. She just is mental.
Lots of energy.
Last time we talked, you mentioned that Tom Grennan had sent you a ballad once and you reworked it into a bit of a banger. Is that still on the back burner?
That's already out.
Oh,
that's one I did with Sam Ryder and David Guetta called Living Without You. Yeah, that was that song.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Did you mention that in PR? And I've just not read that bit because that's blown my mind. Okay,
maybe.
Well, you were right. It's an absolute banger.
Yeah, you were right as well. It did happen.
Yeah,
but yeah,
excellent.
It's already out.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's made my life. That's great because I was like, I wonder what's happened to that song. And it's turned out to be just an incredible song. Because Sam Ryder, because I did see that you worked with him before Eurovision, right, on that track.
Yes, yeah. So we were working together like before. I don't know. I'm sure he'd already agreed to the Eurovision thing, but we didn't really know about it. And then he mentioned it to me, and I was like, I don't know. I was like slightly concerned for him because obviously based on like historically we haven't done so well in the Eurovision. So I was like, you're very brave, and if it goes well, it's going to be amazing. But don't get your hopes up. And then he just goes and absolutely smashes it, and comes out of the other end, and like we have this song ready to go, and it was just it was a perfect sort of
coincidence, like storm of because I remember when I read that I was like, oh, that could have gone one of two ways. Well, actually, it could have been, if he hadn't done so well, it could have been his salvation, because that song would have come out and everyone would have been like, oh yeah, no, actually he's all right. But instead he's now probably going to be one of the biggest pop stars in the world. So you're going on tour, starting in Dublin, you said, for most of March. What track from the album are you most looking forward to playing? Maybe is it something that people will have not heard before at all?
That's a very good question.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was interesting because I've literally this week I've been sat down like trying to work out which songs I want to play on the tour, which are the like ones that people are coming and sort of expect to hear that are maybe my older songs.
Yeah, because you've got a back catalogue now. You got a lot of tracks to get through.
Yeah, but it's like I think it's just a blend of all those really. Like the old ones, even back to like Easy Love, the Jackson 5 sample one, and then obviously like my newer songs that have come out over the past couple of years, and even back to Wish You Well with Becky Hill, like that's one that's going to be on the album. And that's like such a banger to play live because people just sing the chorus like so loud. So I'm looking forward to that one. And then obviously New Things. And I don't really know, to be honest. It's going to be almost like slightly experimental, and the set will change every show. I will make adjustments and be like, okay, that didn't work, or this went down really well. We'll move that here, and do you know what I mean? It's a real, it's going to be, sort of trial and error, but it's really exciting to be able to do that.
I think people as well really like now a slightly more individual experience for like each show. You see shows like 1975 at the moment, where they're getting crowds to vote on which song from their back catalogue to play. I think it kind of makes it almost like an event and this kind of uniqueness for each show.
And people feel slightly more involved than just like being a spectator, and that's definitely something that I've always tried to do, is like include people in the show and sort of try and make it an experience for everyone. So that's a great idea. Maybe I'll have to do that.
Just you could have you got any like big screens going on? Because you can have like a little level meter on the side that goes up for people screaming for voting.
Get some polls on the go.
just go. Everyone, if everyone could just check Twitter and vote in this poll.
It's the Wi-Fi password.
Goes up on the screen.
Yeah.
So you've got screens. What else can we expect? Like lighting, confetti cannons.
There's a lot of like effort has gone into production. So there's like, amazing light show, visuals. I've got like a big production that sort of incorporates the DJ table and stuff like that, and then some live vocalists as well.
Oh, amazing!
To sing some of the songs, and a bit of a mix of lots of things. Really, it's like a DJ set mixed with some live performance, and hopefully we'll sort of take people on a bit of a journey, and will be loads of fun.
That sounds incredible. Will Radio Man make an appearance at any point during the tour?
Yeah, I reckon I'll have to pay one of my mates 20 quid or something. Just
and a pint. Yeah, just come on for a bit.
Yeah.
Just one song, and that's all we need. Thank you so much for talking to us. Really great. I'm so excited to hear this album. The stuff that you've released so far over the past couple of years has been amazing. So I can't wait to fill the gaps.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited for everyone to hear it.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So great to chat again.
Pleasure.
Have a great time.
See
Enjoy tour. Yeah, see you in a year. We'll get it in the diary. Before you go, can you introduce your latest single for us on KMFM?
I'd love to. This is Sigala, and this is my latest track with M&EK. It's called Radio on KMFM.